Alright everybody, I'm still up here, 600,000 US dollar here on my Bitcoin and Ethereum position, and I over here got an indicator that completely blew me away. This is a bunch of indicators combined together into a Bitcoin cycle indicator, and I will talk about it here after the short-term analysis, because what the hell has been happening? It seems like everybody's extremely bored here about the Bitcoin price. Everybody is basically just chilling out here. There's not much people posting on X. My actual views are really not that high compared to some of my previous videos. But to be honest, guys, that is a very, very good sign. Because if people were watching my videos, my views would get 20,000 views. If things would go absolutely crazy when everybody's talking about it on the news, then that will probably mean that Bitcoin is around a new all-time high. And that's probably going to be around the start of a bear market. But the fact that everything is kind of boring, to be honest, that in my opinion, it can't be that this is going to be the all-time high, and it's probably not even going to be close to the all-time high, because how can it be boring if we're going to top out? That seems completely a big contradiction here compared to some of these previous cycles. So I still very much believe we are going to be going here to about 200,000 US dollar. I've talked about it here in the last video here, my target here. Still, it actually says over here, this indicator right over here is still basically predicting that we are going to hit this all-time high here at the end of next month, which seems absolutely crazy. How can we just pretty much double in price here in like a matter of just 1.5 months? Well, back in 2017, we also did a triple X in price in like the last month of the bull cycle. The last month of the bull cycle is always the most intense. And so even though that we're still going sideways, I very much believe it is the calm before the storm. That's why I've actually opened over here this major position as well here. Up here, still here, almost 700,000 US dollar here, 630,000 on my Ethereum position, and 65,000 here on my Bitcoin position. So what I'm still waiting for pretty much is, I mean, we have the negative funding rate, is for the price here to move to the upside, and then eventually I think we're going to go to 200K. And as you guys know, I'm not going to be selling any of my Bitcoin. I'm not interested into that. There are some theories out there that, for example, the Bitcoin halving cycle isn't really a thing. It's all based on global liquidity cycles. Regardless of that, I don't want to sell my Bitcoin, because if the government does actually come out and print money and we are at a very high level, I just don't want to actually have that risk. I don't want to be exposed to the fiat system. What I want to be doing is, if the Bitcoin price eventually goes back here to about 60,000 US dollar in the next Bitcoin bear cycle, exactly at the bottom, I'm looking to buy more Bitcoin. That's always going to be the strategy, and I'm not looking to buy more. Now, I've also talked about buying, treasury companies. Those are actually leveraging Bitcoin as well. And for example, if they're going to be buying Bitcoin here above 60,000, they're all going to be in a major loss, and that could potentially be also a very potentially good buy, because basically then you would be buying Bitcoin even below at an even lower price. But regardless of what's going to be happening, guys, we just got to chill, and we're just going to wait it out. And that's kind of what I've been doing here for the last couple of years here, trading Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin. It's always just kind of be chilling out and just waiting for the government to make a mistake. Like, regardless if the Bitcoin price here goes sideways, regardless if we go sideways for like 2 years, it's not going to fix the system. It's not going to stop the government from printing money. I mean, the president already wants to lower the actual interest rates. So what the hell are we really kind of worried about? I mean, we can just kind of wait it out and see where it's going to happen. But anyway, we are not anywhere near the all-time high. We already established that. How long is the sideways action going to continue? When is the price really going to get excited again? That's a guess that I cannot make. I don't have a magic ball in my room where I can just predict the Bitcoin price. But what I can still say here is that I very much still believe we're going to be moving to 200,000 US dollar this year. And even if we don't, even if we go back to 60K, I'm gladly going to buy more Bitcoin. I have fiat accumulated. I'm not looking to buy at this level. 100,000 US dollar, in my opinion, is way too much here. It's not too crazy of a price, but it's not a bear market bottom. It's not a sale like we've seen in the past. Buying into a pump like this has, kind of not really worked out for most people. I mean, unless you really hold it for a long time, but it's really never been the ultimate buy moment. So one of the indicators I'm going to be watching here that I still think is going to predict here the next 200,000 US dollar Bitcoin bull cycle is this indicator over here. It's called the BTI indicator, and it's just a bunch. I mean, look at how much indicators there are. Just a bunch of Bitcoin on-chain indicators right over here, and they're all combined together in this very nice indicator. And basically what you can see here is that we have this color right over here. And whenever this color turns red, then all of the indicators are flashing together. Every single one of them. So last time this happened, we pretty much stopped out here. I mean, yes, you can say that this wasn't the exact all-time high. We went like $1,000 more a couple months later. but basically it predicted the all-time high. Let's just solidify that. Over here as well in 2017, when it was all red, when all these indicators were flashing together, we saw here the all-time high. So again, this didn't flash here any time here before during this whole rally, only at the top. Here again, basically no flashes, only here at the top. So since then, have we gotten any of those flashes? No, it's been rather empty. So if all of the indicators are empty, people are not talking about it on the news, people are not going crazy about it, my views aren't up, other YouTubers' videos aren't up, then how can we determine that this is going to be Bitcoin bull cycle all-time high? Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a random guy here on the internet. But how can we possibly think that this is going to be anywhere near the all-time high? And as I told you guys, 200K. I mean, that is going to be a very nice price for the Bitcoin price. Now, some people are saying we're going to go way higher. I really don't think so. I think if we can hit 200K and hold that for a little bit, that would already be insane. I mean, this indicator is basically saying here, we're going to go to about 60K, and then the next halving cycle, that's when it's going to be really, really intense. We're going to go to 500,000, which means if you bought Bitcoin when I did, all the way at 4K, then in a matter of basically a decade, you're going to turn like $4,000 into 500,000, which in my opinion, you know, that's enough gains. Like if you want to get more gains, I think you're greedy. I think that's enough for me. So if we go to 200K and then to 500K, it's going to be in line what we've seen in the past. And so I'm just going to hold on to that. Exactly. And if we do come back into 60K, I'm just going to buy more. And if we just hold this level and we go sideways for the next 4 years, I'm still very wealthy because I bought Bitcoin at a lower level. So regardless of that, I'm going to be completely fine. So yeah, we're just going to kind of wait it out and just going to see what's going to be happening. Maybe in the coming few days, something major is going to happen. But since then, I'm going to just be traveling. I'm in Italy right now. Absolutely great. So I'm just enjoying my life and enjoying everything. So that's the video here for today. Hope to see you guys, of course, in my next video. Bye-bye.